This is exactly right.
When a charming neurosurgeon rode into Frontier Town selling a persona of confidence and care, patients trusted him.
He wore cowboy boots in the operating room and became sought after by patients.
He promised to heal them. Instead, he left a trail of broken bodies.
This is a story of greed, betrayal, and a fight for justice.
Listen to Dr. Death, the Cowboy, wherever you get your podcasts, or binge the entire series right now, only with Audible. Goodbye. The best time to think about home security is before you need it.
That's exactly why there's Simply Safe.
Traditional home security only alerts you after a break-in has already happened, and that's too late. Simply Safe is changing that.
Simply Safe's US-based live agents identify threats on your property and help deter them so intruders never get to your house.
The system is customizable so you can build one that fits your home and your specific needs.
The 24/7 professional monitoring is effective and affordable and won't lock you into a long-term contract.
I think that's what's so scary for so many people is that long-term contract. And like, what if it turns out you don't like it or need it, but they don't have that because they know you'll like it and you'll know that you need it and feel so much safer when you have it. Like at this point in my life, I would never go without a security system on my house. I just feel safer with actually having Simply Safe around.
There's a whole staff at Simply Safe that's waiting to talk to you and help you out. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplysafe.com/MFM.
That's half off at simplysafe.com/MFM.
There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Goodbye. While the world watches the stars at the FIFA World Cup, Hyundai has its eyes on the next generation of talent.
The future soccer stars who are already turning heads at age 14.
Because next doesn't wait for an invitation.
And Hyundai doesn't either.
Hyundai has always moved the future within reach.
Hyundai did it by making advanced safety standard on every vehicle.
And by engineering EVs with ultra-fast charging capability.
And Hyundai continues doing it every day because the future isn't some far-off concept. It's already here.
Next starts now.
Hyundai, an official partner of FIFA.
Goodbye. Microphone check.
Check one.
1, 2.
1, 2.
What
1,
is
2.
this?
Check. Do the thing. Check it out,
This has
y'all.
to stay in the podcast.
Okay. A kind of a rap beginning.
The night Karen and Georgia lost their minds.
I have to say this would be it. Is this episode 10?
Oh my God.
Hi.
Happy 10th anniversary.
What a gorgeous day for the two of us.
This is what? Wood? Is this a wood anniversary?
This is the wood anniversary. I got you a sign that says,
would you,
welcome to,
would you murder me?
Yeah, they carved it at the fair for you. So, God, did you ever think we'd get, when we were recording the first one, that we would record 9 more?
I never thought we'd get this far.
I mean, it is
special.
It's a special thing. It was a thing that we talked about a couple times, and then we actually did.
And then we just did it without ever talking about it again.
We're just like, let's just fucking do it.
Which I think is like, that's how you do things.
I think so. Don't overthink it.
No.
Don't be afraid to fail.
Don't overplan.
Don't
plan.
Floss.
And floss and wear SPF 30 or higher.
30 or, you heard the song. You know what you're supposed to wear.
I mean, listen.
Look and listen.
Look and listen. Wear your mother.
Watch out. Wear your coat.
Listen to your mothers. Karen and Georgia.
Listen to your mother.
Listen to your mother. I'm Georgia.
I'm Karen.
And this is My Favorite Murder.
Welcome to My Favorite Murder X. Right? That's 10?
Oh, yeah.
X.
Yeah.
Little sexy, throwing the sex in always.
Always got to be sexy when you're getting murdered.
Got to. Have to.
Stay so. What? Stay so.
Stay so sexy.
Stay so sexy.
As a favor to us. Welcome back. We are highly trained professionals. We have radio backgrounds. We have NPR backgrounds.
We have PhDs.
We both have PhDs in podcasts.
We both have PhDs in podcasting. You don't even know, you guys.
What if we went to Yale for podcasting? We just haven't bragged about it yet.
We could be teachers there.
We could.
The first teachers.
Where we're like, here's what you got to do with podcasting. You got to record it.
Listen, I almost graduated community college. I feel like
I am ready for this.
Yeah, you're ready. And I flunked out of state college.
I think you're supposed to do that, aren't you?
I hope so, because I sure did with flying colors. I think I got like a 0.12 grade point average.
I mean, you know what is really boring? Math.
School.
School and math. Listen, kids, drop out. No, don't do that.
Listen,
Do you
we
know
have
that-
insane influence over kids. I like the idea, like the
We really
kids
do.
that are listening.
It's like this 8-year-old being like, I'm not going to school because Karen and Georgia were like, don't do it.
Then they told me about terrible murder.
I'm going to be a podcaster one day. Oh, Jesus. But there is someone on our podcast Facebook group who's going back to school to become a forensic scientist because of us. Like,
No.
legit said, listening to this has inspired her.
Yay, because she wanted to do it before and then like,
Yeah, she's always been in love with true crime. And she said that you guys helped inspire me. So
Oh
we don't have
my-
to take all the credit, but there's fucking credit there.
sounds like we get 75% credit.
I feel like we're going to her graduation.
I would completely go.
I really would.
Absolutely would.
Oh my God.
That's so exciting to me. It's the thing that we both would love to do. God bless your education. Do it. Help people.
Yeah.
Solve some fucking crimes.
You're probably
We
not
need
going to make a
people.
lot of money, but fuck money.
Listen,
Money is for suckers.
look.
Look and listen.
No, do it. You make a decent amount of money.
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, listen, I've learned. Listen and learn.
Listen and learn.
You only need a certain amount and it's more than you're going to probably make, but do it anyways.
I have made no brag, but this is true.
Mhm.
In times of my life, I've been so in debt that my father has told me to move home. And I've also made so much money that I could have anything I
Me
wanted.
too.
And I was absolutely miserable when I had all the money. And I had the best time in the world when my dad was like, seriously, pack it in, give up the dream.
I do think back about that because I'm in the same place where like I had to borrow money from my mom for rent, who also has no money.
Yeah. Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah. And I had a shit ton of money. And listen, life is easier when you have a little money,
Of course.
but it's just as fun when you don't.
And
There's
it's-
something freeing.
Yes, you don't have as much weighing you down. And
Totally.
also it's good to be challenged. It's good to have hardship.
Mhm.
We're saying that with a grain of salt of like, think life can be hard. And then we're not saying,
And we're both talking about in the past 5 years. It's not like when we were in our fucking 20s. I'm talking
Exactly.
about in the last 5 years. I've been like,
yeah, I've had this experience recently
Yeah.
where money did not make me happier. All I could figure out to do with myself was order cashmere sweaters off of J. Crew. and I just ended up giving them to my cousins because
yeah,
they ended up being this weird symbol of like, I'm not about that. I don't
Yeah.
really give a shit about that.
I wish I could give all the millions of meals I've eaten that I've paid so much money for. Nah, those are worth it.
Oh, yeah, I guess. The first thing that made me think of was like amazing French bread.
Oh, like I've eaten millions of dollars in carbs. There's no way that's not true.
Well, because you do it professionally.
I do it professionally and I love carbs.
And then, yeah, you do it voluntarily.
I do it voluntarily.
You have very good taste.
Thank you.
The thing is instead of wanting money, you want to be doing for a living what you actually really love. That's why it's great she's going back to school.
I didn't
or
know that
going
was a
to school.
thing. Like I really didn't think that would be a thing for me in my life.
That you'd be able to figure out what you loved.
And I didn't think I could do it for a living. So I would never state what I loved because it felt too cocky.
Yep.
To be like, I want to be a writer or I want to be I want to be on camera or whatever the fuck it is. It just felt stupid to say that I wanted it.
Yep.
So you can just tell yourself. You don't have to tell anyone else.
Right. But also you get it just as much as anyone else should get it. Like you're as
Yeah.
deserving as anybody.
My grandma's saying was bigger dummies than you.
Yeah.
And that applies to fucking everything.
Yep.
I promise you someone way more stupid than this girl has become a forensic scientist. A bigger dummy,
100%.
right?
Yes.
So she can do it too.
She can not only do it, she can improve the field
Absolutely.
because she likes it.
Speaking of, I'm reading a new book.
Okay, let's
And
hear
by
about
that, I mean, I'm listening to a new book because I'm obsessed with audiobooks.
it. Okay.
I am listening to a book called No Stone Unturned.
Ooh.
It's the true story of the world's premier forensic investigators. Remember in I think episode 1, we talked about necrosearch.
Yes.
It's a book about how necrosearch came to be,
Ooh.
which started with them burying pigs to study decomposition and what happened to bodies. But what's so cool about it that I didn't realize is they all come from a wide range of backgrounds, from I'm reading this. Geophysicists to cadaver dog specialists to chemists, rank and file cops. And no one is allowed to address anyone as other than their first name. They can't say doctor or so. There's no
elitism.
None.
Nice.
And everyone is just as important. And the book is like a testament to socialism. I don't know. It's really good.
Well, because like we've talked about a bunch of times where like when the culture of policing gets in the way of solving crimes because people are like, oh, we're going to keep that our what I was going to say, our district, our, department gets that, case, or you see it all the time on Law and Order or whatever.
And you don't want someone's help, and you
don't share information. No. It's the whole thing that happened during the Zodiac killing, and he killed in all these different counties in the Bay Area. Nobody
should have been sharing information.
Yeah.
Well, this is really cool because their only goal is to find buried bodies. That's what the necrosearch is buried bodies. Or, so corpus indelicti. That's bodies.
Not delicious bodies.
Indelicti. It's a rad book if you're really into forensic science and all these fields and how, just forensic detectives. It's a good fucking book.
And they're just trying to help solve cases. It's like a new way, right? It's
in the beginning, they're looking for one of Ted Bundy's victims based on what he told them where he hid the body. And so they're like a bunch of them get together to go try to find this girl's body.
And there's somebody there that's like, that kind of tulip only grows if da-da-da.
That kind of tulip only grows if this. If you take a photo when the sun is rising or the sun is setting, you'll see indentations in the grass that you won't see otherwise. That means that the soil has been disturbed. The part
Give me that book.
It's so good. The part about the bloodhounds who find bodies is like adorable and incredible. They're like such good fucking dogs.
Oh.
They're very stupid also, apparently.
Oh, what?
But they do these little things like they furrow their brows when they're sniffing, and that's to store the scent in their brows. And when they need it, they unfurrow their brow and they get the scent again. They do all these little weird things. This is the kind of shit that the book tells you about, and it's written really well. And there's also updates because it was written like 90 something, 91. So
that's amazing.
Now.
My dog is half hound.
Oh, I love hounds.
And she's hilarious because they look different. Their faces change so much. Like when she is excited, her face looks one way. And then when she's like concentrating, she looks totally different. That's really funny. I just heard that their lip flaps are long and they go over the bottom lip because it collects the scent in their mouth. Like it gets it all up in their nose.
Oh, when because their ears flap, it kicks up dust so they can smell the dust, the dirt and the dust.
Wow.
What the fuck, right?
Yeah.
So it's called No Stone Unturned. It's on Audible. I highly recommend it.
That's amazing.
Yeah. What's your book that you're listening to or reading? Reading? Do you know how to read?
I can read. And I just bought, it's the book called Lost Girls. And it's about that fucking serial killer on Long Island.
That baffles me.
Okay, so I joined the Facebook page, by the way, everybody.
Oh, yeah. Karen? No. You didn't join the Facebook page. You joined Facebook.
Thank you. I went back to Facebook. I made a very dramatic exit on Facebook in 2011.
Fuck everyone. Like one of those.
Well, nothing had actually happened, but I was in a writer's room and everybody was talking about how irritating Facebook was, but they were all also talking about how they were addicted to it.
And you wanted to one up everyone.
And well, I'm such an addictive personality that like, I can't not look at things and I get really, you want to know, did somebody try to get a hold of me? And it's all that craziness.
I completely understand that.
And it makes me live in a world that doesn't exist.
Totally.
So as everyone was talking about it, I was recognizing every single thing everybody in the room was saying. And I just really fast and without overthinking it, just went and deleted my account.
I did that with Twitter in like 2009.
Oh, you did?
Do you know how many fucking followers I'd have at this point if I hadn't done that?
I know. A shit ton.
But
you wouldn't be any happier because followers are like money.
I said I like money.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
Yeah. So yes, I rejoined Twitter, but don't tell anyone I went to fucking camp with. They're the other reason I quit.
With your last name joined the My Favorite Murder podcast.
Really?
Facebook. Susan? No, Sarah. Something with an S. Anyway, I was scared it was your niece because I was like, she's too young for this.
Nora's last name's gonna. Well, I won't say her last name, but she wouldn't. My sister doesn't let her on social media yet.
You know, as of this very moment, we are about 50 people away from 2,000 followers.
Holy shit!
I'm not going to say followers because that sounds condescending. Group members.
Yes.
And they're it's the best group.
It is so fun to go on there. So my book, somebody recommended it on that page. And then I listened to, I think it's a podcast called Crime Garage.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard that one?
No.
It's two guys and they were talking about they had updates on this murder, which I had heard about, but I wanted to hear the updates.
Are there updates?
There were updates of just like new things that they had found, but I realized as they were talking about it that I needed to know what they were talking. I needed to know more details. Right. And then somebody whoever posted on the discussion page about this book, when I read the reviews, it was like, this is an amazingly written book.
It's funny because I've never wanted to. There's something about that case that I can't wrap my head around the fact that that person is still out there, and that one of the murders of the woman who ran away from that guy's house.
Yeah.
There's a woman who went to dance, quote unquote, at some John's house and freaked out and ran away and was then found dead. And like the answer is in there somewhere.
Yes.
That's what bothers me about that so much is the answer is so obviously in from when she died to when she got to that guy's house.
Yes. And that's exactly what the Crime Garage guys are saying. I hope that's the name of that podcast because that's what they were. I listened to it as I was in the grocery store one day. I'm almost positive it is. But that basically the cops haven't interrogated the person who had that party because he's crazy rich. They were just like, no, he has nothing to do with it.
But didn't she also go to some guy's house who like takes in wayward female? Like one of the doors she knocked on was some dude who takes in wayward females.
Well, I've only read at this point, I heard their podcast and I've read like the first 10 pages. But this book is written, it's giving you the backstory of each of the bodies found. So they're not bodies found.
Yeah.
They're these young women who have these rough upbringings, but like these mothers who busted their ass all their life to get their girl to get her to one better place. And then she was like, but I'm really pretty.
A few bucks. Even. That's what kind of bothered me. In the book, I No Stone Unturned. It was like about the Denver serial killer. He was like, they were like prostitutes started showing up dead. And it's like, can't you just say women?
Right.
You can't just say women started showing up. There's such an innuendo when you specifically say that prostitutes started showing up.
Well, that's exactly right. And you can feel yourself care less than if they were like a 16-year-old cheerleader from this high school.
Totally.
Some blonde. Like, and I mean, we really do have a caste system.
They live a more, what's the lifestyle we were talking about last week?
Oh, high risk.
They live a bit higher risk lifestyle. So it's more like you get into some random dude's car who wants to pay you for sex. There's a much higher chance you're going to get raped and murdered, but that doesn't mean you deserve it.
That's exactly
and
right.
that doesn't mean that they shouldn't look for you. I mean, listen, I'm going to be honest. Like there have been times in my poor life where I was like, I wish I could just be a stripper.
Yes.
If I could just go to Jumbo's Clown Room and dance a couple fucking dances and make money, it would be nice.
But that's also the imagination of thinking that's an easier life.
Right.
It's not an easier life. It's actually a really, really hard life.
Totally.
And it's young women always. And it's that idea of like, it was when Craigslist first came out and they were like, I can make some money this easy way. I don't have to stand on the street, which is very high risk. I can just go to rich people's. And in your mind, as a girl in your young 20s, you're thinking, I'm a hot girl. Some rich guy's going to come and pay me. I'm willing to do that to get ahead so I can like.
And if you think any woman wants to be a prostitute, and not even the word prostitute, like we need someone who's like a part-time lover. You know what I'm saying? Like a word for that.
Well, because
no one wants to do that unless they're mentally ill.
Or the thing that it should bring to mind in people is desperation.
Yeah,
like trying to get above a poverty line. All those things. Like there should be more empathy than we shouldn't turn off because we hear that. It should be like, oh no.
Like what they don't say, like, a 20-year-old grocery store clerk was murdered.
Right.
Like that doesn't, why would that?
I know. And also I really love those Crime Garage guys because one of the guys was saying we should be protecting women. The idea that like they say prostitute and suddenly that's like everyone puts their hands up and goes, too bad for her.
Totally.
It should be the opposite.
Well, I think cops do that too a little bit on some level.
Right.
Unfortunately. So we need to train cops not to, I feel like that cops should be able to have to sit down with 5 fucking ex-prostitutes who are just trying to explain how, why they're doing it and what they're doing and how they don't want to do it. And
yeah, but at the same time, like some cops do spend a lot of time with and like it's almost
true.
like they're out there seeing the life they're leading, and then it's like, well, they're not. Yeah, it's a judgment. It's a moral judgment that shouldn't be taking place.
In trouble with cops for saying that, because I know there's some really good cops who aren't judging women for doing that and are trying to help them. And
it's human error both ways.
Yeah.
But I think it's the thing we say all the time, where it's just like,
stay sexy.
Ultimately, we are talking, we're talking so much about these victims and what are the question mark above their head. How much have we talked about this fucking serial killer who has gotten away with killing over 10 women? These bodies are just like dumped next to this highway.
And there's children too. Isn't there like someone's daughter or something like that?
I don't know, because I've only started this book, but I mean, it's fascinating. And it's like this killer is just behind a wall somewhere, just totally protected.
He knows who it's so weird to know that, like, I mean, I wonder if there's this part of him that's like, I know the secret to this and no one else does. And that's exciting somehow.
Well, and if it's like the Jinx, where if they're paid off or they're so rich because they're out, it's out by Jones Beach. It's out like
way. Is it upstate New York? Or is it New Jersey?
It's Long Island.
Long Island, okay.
It's like way up Long Island though.
Really nice area.
Crazy. Everything's gated. It's all that.
Mm-hmm.
It's all, and a bag of chips. I don't know. It's fascinating. So anyway, I'm excited about that book, and whoever recommended it on the discussion page, high five.
I can't wait till we find out who he is.
I know.
And we're going to have an emergency episode
that we will have to at 3 a.m. get the call and be like, get your podcaster out, because we got to record.
Podcaster out.
The best time to think about home security is before you need it.
That's exactly why there's Simply Safe.
Traditional home security only alerts you after a break-in has already happened, and that's too late. Simply Safe is changing that.
Simply Safe's US-based live agents identify threats on your property and help deter them, so intruders never get to your house.
The system is customizable, so you can build one that fits your home and your specific needs.
The 24/7 professional monitoring is effective and affordable and won't lock you into a long-term contract.
I think that's what's so scary for so many people, is that long-term contract. And like, whatever turns out you don't like it or need it, but they don't have that because they know you'll like it and you'll know that you need it and feel so much safer when you have it. Like at this point in my life, I would never go without a security system on my house. I just feel safer with actually having Simply Safe around.
There's a whole staff at Simply Safe that's waiting to talk to you and help you out. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplysafe.com/MFM.
That's half off at simplysafe.com/MFM.
There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Goodbye.
Vacation planning should feel like a breeze, not a deep dive into countless travel sites searching for the best deal.
With Cheap Caribbean's Budget Beach Finder, you can search every destination and every date all in one search.
You'll save time and money with the Budget Beach Finder.
Say goodbye to endless scrolling and tab hopping, and hello to Budget Beach Bliss at your fingertips.
Go to cheapcaribbean.com to try out the Budget Beach Finder and see just how stress-free vacation planning should be.
Goodbye.
Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and unforgettable moments that make the season so special.
Whether you're planning a weekend getaway, gathering with friends, or simply soaking up every sunny day, Pandora Jewelry offers meaningful pieces designed to celebrate your unique story.
From sun-kissed metals that catch the light beautifully to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra, every detail is crafted to help you express yourself with confidence and style.
Explore charms, bracelets, rings, necklaces, and more, thoughtfully designed to complement every adventure and occasion.
Each design moves with you, from beach days and road trips to rooftop dinners, golden nights, and every memory in between.
Layer your favorite looks, mark life's meaningful moments, and create lasting reminders of a season you'll never want to forget.
Find the pieces that reflect who you are and where this summer takes you.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold.
Goodbye.
Okay, you're going to go first this week?
I'll go first this week. So we're ready for our favorite murder.
Are you ready?
All right. So this week I picked a topic and then I hated it. So I said, Karen, what's your dream topic?
Do you remember what the topic was before?
It was vintage unsolved.
Oh, right.
And then I got really angry and was like, I can't do this. And I said, Karen, have you picked yours yet? And you said, no. And I said,
no,
what's your dream topic?
And then I just didn't answer you because I was like, MYOB.
That
Mind your own business. No, not at all.
You said weird murders.
Yes.
Which like basically is, we've done so many already.
I mean, we've also done like kids killing kids. We've done so many things that like we're the category idea.
Yeah.
We're just trying to organize our thoughts.
Totally. It's trying to help us like go down a path that's not an infinite path.
Yes.
Okay. So,
but also like what murder isn't weird. Ultimately,
totally.
It's kind of an aberration just in it. But you know.
Well, I thought there was a couple that I wanted to do. And I also don't want to do one that everyone, like there's something about maybe it's just the Facebook group that like everyone in that fucking group knows every murder.
Yes.
Like they know everything, which is like so fun, but I don't want to disappoint them.
Yes. Same.
You know what I mean? So I picked one. I was going to do the Tommen Schude case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's an unsolved case of an unidentified man found dead in 1948 in Australia. And he washed up on the beach, and in his pocket was a piece of paper with the phrase Tommen Schude, which meaning ended or finished in Persian, printed on a little scrap of paper. And they don't know who he is, where he came from, what his deal is. It's a fascinating case if you don't know it, which everyone probably knows it.
And it's still unsolved, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so is this one, the one that I picked as my favorite weird murder, called Who Put Bella in the Witch Elm. Is that yours?
No. But I just listened to a different podcast about this.
It's great. It's also called the Hagley Woods Mystery sometimes. This is a good one. So in April 1943, which is obviously in the middle of World War II, 4 boys from Stourbridge in the UK were poaching when they came.
Can you say that one more time?
Stourbridge, UK. They were poaching. They came across a large wych elm. It's spelled W-I-T-C-H or W-Y-C-H in different postings. I can't really tell. I think it's W-I-T-C-H. And they found a wych elm on an estate belonging to a lord. They thought it was a good place to hunt birds' nests. And so they tried to climb into the tree to investigate, and they found a skull. And they thought it was an animal. And then they saw human teeth and hair attached to this. And they had found a human skull. So they were like, here's a great idea. Let's not tell anyone because we'll get in trouble for being on the Lord's land. Like,
boys,
you guys,
boys.
If you ever find something, say something, or you look fucking suspicious.
Your parents won't be mad at you for being on someone's land if you find a skull.
Everyone knows lords are dicks.
Look, we've all dealt with asshole lords before.
We've all trespassed on land that belongs to lords. And if you find a body, you should tell someone. So the youngest kid, it was like, of course it's the youngest kid. It's like, I'm scared, mommy. And he told his parents, and the police checked the trunk of the tree. They found an almost complete human skeleton, a shoe, a gold wedding ring, and some fragments of clothing. And then on further investigation, a severed hand was found buried in the ground near the tree. The body was examined by Professor James Webster, and he established that the skeleton was of a female who had been dead for at least 18 months. At the time of death must have been around October 1941. He discovered, this is the best, a section of taffeta lodged in her mouth, suggesting she had died from asphyxiation. And I wrote, or from fashion in my notes.
She died from the 80s.
Oh, Georgia.
Georgia, go for it. Go do it.
Doing it. The measurement of the trunk, which the body was placed in, made him think that she must have been placed there still warm after the killing, as she could not have fit in once rigor mortis had taken hold. Rigor mortis I am fascinated by it. It's just, oh my God.
Because it sets in, but then it goes away, right?
I think it goes away after like 10 days, but I feel like you can also break it.
Oh,
with enough force. Listen, everyone put on the Facebook group whether or not this is true or not.
Yeah, what do you know about rigor mortis?
Clearly someone knows something. That's a good podcast too, by the way.
So it's our offshoot podcast. Someone knows something about rigor mortis.
Okay. So the woman's murder was in the midst of World War II in the UK, which clearly had a lot of action going on. So it hampered the investigation. Police could tell from the items found what the woman looked like, but with so many people reported missing during the war, they really couldn't find out who it was. They did a nationwide search of dental practices, which came up with nothing, which I feel like in 1941, the nationwide search of dental practices was not very thorough.
Yeah, you're like calling up on one of those like crank wall phones of like, you know,
hey,
Strobridge 39478.
Have you seen a cap on Incisor 3? You know, like,
we don't do those here.
Yeah. Bye.
And it's also a barbershop.
I love our dental. Hey, we have
they're British people that talk like they're from the Bronx. Perfect.
From a movie from the Bronx.
This is good radio.
But again, just the facts here, you guys. That's all you got. My favorite word is the facts and only the facts. This is a real boring podcast. So people eventually kind of forgot about the woman in the tree until the graffiti started.
Yes.
What an ominous fucking line.
This is the beginning of Banksy.
So someone wrote, "Who put Lulabelle down the witch elm?"
Ooh.
In graffiti. And then someone wrote, "The Hagley Wood Bella." Then someone wrote, "Who put Bella in the witch elm?" And the graffiti appeared on walls throughout the West Midlands, which is near where it happened, seemingly by the same hand, which is I love handwriting analysis so much.
Me too.
It was last painted the graffiti was last painted onto the side of a 200-year-old obelisk, which is like spooky as fuck.
Yeah.
On the 18th of August, 1999 in white paint. That's some, what was that's some Toynbee tile shit.
Yes,
you know
that's right. It just continues on.
What the fuck? So let's see. Okay. A couple theories that, the hand buried close by could have been a hand of glory, which I actually talked about recently on Slumber Party. It's a dried and pickled hand of a man who has been hanged, often specified as being the left hand, or if the man was hanged for murder, the hand that did the deed. And old European beliefs attributed the great powers to a hand of glory combined with they made a fucking hand of someone who was hanged into a candle. And so when people would break into someone's house, they would bring it with them for good luck.
Oh,
that's pretty much what it was. So it was a occultist type of thing, which is like, look, there's a hand buried nearby. What does that mean?
I feel like the glory part is a bit of a misnomer. It's horrifying. It's a disembodied hand.
The hand of
stolen.
Horrifying. Turn into it. Like they put the wicks on the tip of the fingers. Like if someone broke into my house with that, I would run. So of course you would get away with it.
Take all of my jewels.
Bye. I'd be like, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
You got me.
Later days. So I read this is all from like Wikipedia and random like websites. This is from the Unredacted. It wasn't until 1953 when journalist Wilford Jones started to write about the old case, that interest was revived, and he would soon receive the first solid lead in nearly a decade. Wow. This is in 1953. There was a letter signed Only Anna offered new details of what had happened to Bella. According to the letter, Bella, I love this, had been murdered because of her involvement with a Nazi spy ring operating in the Midlands in the early 1940s.
Yes.
You know, I'm obsessed with World War II and Nazis. Love them. Hundreds of German spies were captured in Britain during the war, and the Midlands would have been a valuable source of intelligence because of its prevalence of munitions factories.
Wow.
Really fucking cool. So the journalist...
You never think of England as having spies like that. It's like, you think of, because it's an island over by itself.
Yeah.
How did they get there?
Well, this is one of the theories. No. I didn't write this down, but this is one of the theories is that she parachuted in and somehow ended up in the trunk of the tree, which... I call bullshit on that theory. Maybe she parachuted in and they found her and killed her and put her in the tree.
The idea that you would parachute in to be a spy and you would parachute down into a
forest,
the trunk of a tree. Yeah. You're the dumbest, unluckiest spy who's the worst at parachuting.
Listen, she's in a plane. She gets scared. So she grabs a handful of her taffeta, stuffs it in her mouth,
so she doesn't scream too loud.
On her way down, hits her arm. Her hand comes off. The force buries it in the ground. This is all absolutely feasible.
It's doable.
It's doable.
Wait a second. What material? Taffeta's like prom dresses. Taffeta isn't parachutes,
I think,
right?
No, taffeta, I feel like it's an underskirt material.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe it's a lacy collar.
Okay.
Like a high, like Victorian lacy collar.
It's not like nylon. We're not talking, it's a different thing than parachutes.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I thought I had a theory, but.
You know, at the same time though, these stories are passed down so long that someone could have said it's taffeta and that stuck.
True.
Which is the problem with these old crimes is like, they just get told so many times that these things become fact. So I'm going to say that she had parachute nylon stuffed in her mouth.
Let's change the story to work for us.
We're flipping the script. Okay. So then the journalist got a letter from this woman, Anna, claiming Bella had died after getting involved in a World War II Nazi spy ring. And she said, finish your articles on the Wych Elm crime by all means. They're interesting to your readers, but you will never solve the mystery. The one person who could give the answer is now beyond the jurisdiction of the earthly courts. That's a great way to say someone's dead. We're now called my favorite beyond the jurisdiction of the earthly courts.
God,
the affair
earthly courts.
I know. The affair is closed and involves no witches, black magic, or moonlit rites. Basically, this witch is like, I know what fucking happened.
Shit.
So,
do you think that witch, did you say witch or bitch?
That bitch knows what happened. No witches, black magic, or moonlight rites. Like she's saying it wasn't witchcraft.
Oh, because it is in the forest.
I know. Creepy.
Yeah.
And she's found in a fucking trunk of a tree. Like that's some, what was the show recently with,
American
Woody
Horror
Harrelson?
Story?
No, Woody Harrelson.
Oh, True Detective.
That's some True Detective shit right there.
Season 1, baby.
Season 1. Fuck season 2.
Season 2 is slop. Although we did see Colin Farrell at the movie theater the other night. And I almost told him your performance in True Detective season 2 was masterful.
The only saving grace of that show, that episode season.
And my girl, Rachel McAdams. I do love her. No?
She just bores me. She just talks like this all the time and she bores me.
I know, but she has perfect, like, she always has a good bob.
Yeah. She's a great bob.
She has a nice tall forehead. I'm jealous of her face.
You love a tall forehead.
I really do, because mine is like a 3-head. It is the shortest. All my bangs are an atrocity. Nothing works. Nothing works.
You should shave the front part of your forehead. Like the beginning.
Like an Edwardian.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just get it waxed and it'll look like,
idea.
I know.
Oh my God, I want to barf.
Like how you used to cut your Barbie's hair off in the front for bang. Like here's bang. It's still growing.
You know, I used to do baby bangs like in the early 90s when I was a big drunk.
Like little foofies.
I can't tell you how my face looked like a straight up full moon. I looked like the blood moon walking around working at the Gap.
You talk about your photos from when you were younger so much, and I've never seen them. I'm dying to see them.
I've scrubbed the internet of them.
Please don't scrub my brain of them. Okay.
Sorry.
No, this is the best part. After subsequent correspondence, Anna revealed herself to be a woman named Una Mossop and told the full story. She said her husband, Jack, worked on a local munitions factory, again, the munitions factory, in the early 1940s and cummed into some money after meeting a mysterious Dutchman. He later admitted to Una that the Dutchman was a Nazi agent, and Jack had been passing him information about the local industrial sites. Listen, you asshole.
Yeah.
This is why we fucking lost the war. No, I'm kidding. We actually won the war.
Good news, Georgia.
Hey guys, I'm totally kidding. Let's see. So, which in turn was passed to another agent posing as a cabaret performer at local theaters. The Midlands had been bombarded by the Luftwaffe in the early 40s, and such information would have been invaluable to the Nazis to target their raids when they would have done the most damage to Britain's war effort. One day, Jack met his contact at a pub close to Hagley Wood. He was arguing with a Dutch woman. This Dutchman was arguing with a Dutch woman. He ordered Jack to drive them both out to the Clent Hills, but the argument had grown extremely violent and the Dutch agent strangled the woman in the car. Fearing for his own life, Jack helped carry the body into the nearby Hagley Woods where the pair buried it in the hollow of an old tree elm. That sounds reasonable.
Yeah, it
sounds insane, but like a reasonable explanation.
Also, sorry to say, but it's kind of a good idea to bury a body inside of a tree.
Totally. It's like now how they're doing burials when you can be like, I want to be a pod, and you can get buried in the woods now.
Oh, right. But it's against your will.
But it's like the only difference. Listen, stick with me.
It's an eco burial,
right?
But you don't have a choice in the matter.
This totally makes sense to me, and I was going to say something else, and I forgot. So yeah. I feel like there's so many murders that are solved because an ex-girlfriend, a jilted ex-lover, ex-girlfriend is like, hey, FYI, here's what happened.
Totally.
I didn't say because I was scared for which I totally believe. Like, you eventually tell.
Yeah. I mean, because that guy had a lot to lose. If he was like passing info.
Treason.
Then if she said anything, yeah, he probably told her, I'll kill you if you, I mean, like.
Yeah. He thought he would die. She didn't want him to die either. She loved him.
Yeah.
And then he slept with her sister and she was like, listen, fuck this dude.
Is that the reason why she's...
No, I'm totally guessing this. That would be awful. Okay, so Una's husband was apparently so traumatized by the brutal murder of Bella that he had a nervous breakdown, tormented by horrific visions of a woman's skull in a tree. And he was institutionalized in 1941 and apparently died later that year. So that sounds totally plausible and feasible.
And it sounds like it happened immediately. Like he went through the trauma and then just freaked out.
It turns out, nobody knew this, but Nazis are assholes.
Oh,
yeah.
They should have mentioned that in the 40s so that America could have gotten involved in that war earlier.
Ooh, get political.
I said it. You heard me and I said it.
It's like everyone from that era is dead. And everyone, I don't care that you said it. It's true.
There's like one 90-year-old veteran that's like, how dare you? I came here to listen to a motor podcast.
Not a rant against the Luftwaffe. Yeah. So that sounds, I like that theory. Again, I like it and it fits very well and it could have changed a lot. And who knows if it's true, but it's a good one.
Yeah.
There was a second possible victim about being a prostitute. Again, prostitute.
Yeah.
Some woman who sold her body for sex.
She was forced to.
Right. Stated that another prostitute called Bella, who worked in on the Hagley Road, disappeared about 3 years previously. So, there's that could have been the same woman too.
True. I like that one.
So yeah, if you guys want to, there's actually a good photo of the skull. If you go online, it's called this is the Who Put Bella in the Witch Elm or the Hagley Woods Mystery. You can see some cool photos from back then.
Every time I watch like British TV, I want to go there because it's such a rich and storied past. But stuff like that, like you don't even think about it. Aside from the fact that they got the shit bombed out of them during World War II, and it was like total chaos and insanity every day.
Can you imagine these proper British people got the shit bombed out of them,
and they didn't react like that? What I love is that it's so British that whole keep calm, carry on, where it was just like nobody was allowed to be like, can you believe this shit or freak out or anything? They were all like, all right, are you ready for tea?
Well, even the army, the British army was like, here are these rules that we have to follow. And I think that's why we had to step in is they were like, there are these rules of war, but these Nazis are not following them.
No.
And you think that like combat is this like old tradition. It's not anymore. But these proper British people, God bless them.
I know.
And just the fucking amount of civilians that were just game. It's awful.
It's crazy.
On both sides.
Yeah. World War II. I will fall into any World War II black hole, that whole thing. Anytime it's people going back. What I really like is when people go back and try to talk to German people, citizens today.
Oh my Lord.
From that era and how defensive and freaked out they get.
Yeah.
What an incredible scar on the history of German people and how terrible they feel and how it's just a strange thing.
If you ask them, it wasn't their fault. They weren't, weren't part of it. They weren't supporting it. I mean, I totally understand why someone like Adolf Hitler would have looked so appealing in the beginning.
Yep.
And
that was a country that was like on its knees for years and years and years.
Because we made them do that after World War I. We spanked them.
Yeah.
Not that they didn't deserve it.
But it's just that thing of like, keep an eye out for somebody that likes a scapegoat. Scapegoats are usually a minority person.
Yeah.
They can't speak up for themselves.
I'm going to say it, what you are not saying.
Go
Donald
ahead.
Trump.
Let's not get into it. That motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh no, we just lost thousands and thousands of listeners.
Good. Those, I don't want them. Those are the people who come after us. Those are not our 2,000 Facebook group followers.
Please, are you kidding me? That'd be unbelievable.
So I just love, that one's weird to me because I just love that she was found in a tree and it's just so fascinating to me.
It also feels like that's the kind that you feel like in maybe 5 years, they'll have that solved somehow.
I feel like it's one of those ones that it's solved in that there's some obvious explanation, that one I just read, but it's too late. It'll never be. And then isn't it weird when you hear about vintage murders and you're like, he's 67 now and he got arrested. And you're like, oh my God, I thought he'd be dead.
Yes.
He's 67 or whatever.
But that guy, I mean, That's a tough arrow pointing straight to the guy that immediately has a nervous breakdown and basically dies.
I mean, I kind of feel badly for that guy because, what is he going to be like? No, Nazi who just killed your like counterpart, female. I'm not going to help you.
Right.
Of course he is.
Of course he is. And now he's stuck. Like
he can't tell anyone because he's being treasonous.
He's treasonous.
Bitch.
Guys, do not sell your government secrets. Should I do mine? No.
I cannot wait to hear yours. You're excited about it.
Listen, excited is a word we could use. Also, I freaked the fuck out of myself because I've known about this one for a while and I've been trying to jam this one in. Like when Georgia said, what do you want to do? And I was like, weird murders. It's like the first thing I thought of for this. But once I started really reading details, I remembered, oh, that's right. About 10 years ago, I watched a documentary about this and boned myself out so hard that I just kind of put it out of my mind and never thought of it again.
Oh, God. I'm already having nightmares from the Facebook group. So this is going to be fun.
Right. And I'm sure most of the people on our Facebook group know this guy too, because he's not a top 10er, I don't think, but he's up there. It's Richard Chase, the Vampire of Sacramento. And I know that once again, I'm talking about Sacramento.
No, there's so many murders that happen in Northern California.
Yeah, there really are. There's a lot of country. There's a lot of space, wild space.
Well, it's almost like hillbilly-ish in some areas, shockingly.
I hear what you're saying about my upbringing, but fine. I don't care.
No, I just mean that, like there's farmland.
Yes. There's a lot of space for people to really do what they feel at night.
Making meth.
Which is making meth. Tons of drugs. Yeah, there was a lot of acid up there. I mean, like, that's where I'm also listening to right now. Have you ever heard the You Must Remember This podcast?
Yes.
I'm listening to the Manson murders one because so many people, there's a woman on our Facebook page who mentioned it and was like, is anybody else listening to this? I'm going crazy.
Yeah.
And people all talked about it, but I had already heard, I think Patton was talking about it on Twitter.
Because Michelle McNamara talked about it on, no, maybe she didn't. But she talked about a murder in like Laurel Canyon that might have been related to Manson murders. And maybe she mentioned it. I'm not really sure.
Oh, okay. It's a great podcast. And it's like, talk about like a fucking high end music cues, all that shit.
So it's like our podcast.
It's just like this one. Brilliantly written, concise, effective.
And they take it seriously.
They really take it.
They don't make fun of murder.
We're not making fun.
I know we're not.
Okay,
I can't wait. Your notes look.
I'm not because I almost barfed in my car. I got here a little early outside Georgia's apartment and there's never parking on her street. So I was like, basically.
Give him my address.
Bring your knives over too. So I was like a block and a half away, sitting in my car in the dark. It's okay.
Next time, pick me up and I'll walk with you.
Oh, okay.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, but you were like, once I got up here, you were like in your slippers.
Yeah, but I can put shoes on so fast. Try me.
Okay, good. I'm glad we worked this out on the air. I will, because I'm gonna next time.
I will.
But
I don't
normally I never have that feeling. I've lived in a major city by myself for fucking 25 years. And tonight, in writing about this serial killer in the dark in my car with my iPhone light on, sitting there, and then a guy walked right by my car and he was talking I'm sure he was on the phone. It scared me so bad that I was like, oh, I got to get out of this car and walk up the street.
You might have just had a fucking intuition about him.
The best time to think about home security is before you need it.
That's exactly why they're Simply Safe.
Traditional home security only alerts you after a break-in has already happened, and that's too late. Simply Safe is changing that.
Simply Safe's US-based live agents identify threats on your property and help deter them so intruders never get to your house.
The system is customizable so you can build one that fits your home and your specific needs.
The 24/7 professional monitoring is effective and affordable and won't lock you into a long-term contract.
I think that's what's so scary for so many people is that long-term contract. And like, whatever turns out you don't like it or need it, but they don't have that because they know you'll like it and you'll know that you need it and feel so much safer when you have it. Like at this point in my life, I would never go without a security system on my house. I just feel safer with actually having Simply Safe around.
There's a whole staff at Simply Safe that's waiting to talk to you and help you out. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplysafe.com/MFM.
That's half off at simplysafe.com/MFM.
There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Goodbye.
Vacation planning should feel like a breeze, not a deep dive into countless travel sites searching for the best deal.
With Cheap Caribbean's Budget Beach Finder, you can search every destination and every date all in one search.
You'll save time and money with the Budget Beach Finder.
Say goodbye to endless scrolling and tab hopping, and hello to budget beach bliss at your fingertips.
Go to cheapcaribbean.com to try out the Budget Beach Finder and see just how stress-free vacation planning should be.
Goodbye.
Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and unforgettable moments that make the season so special.
Whether you're planning a weekend getaway, gathering with friends, or simply soaking up every sunny day, Pandora Jewelry offers meaningful pieces designed to celebrate your unique story.
From sun-kissed metals that catch the light beautifully to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra, every detail is crafted to help you express yourself with confidence and style.
Explore charms, bracelets, rings, necklaces, and more, thoughtfully designed to complement every adventure and occasion.
Each design moves with you, from beach days and road trips to rooftop dinners, golden nights, and every memory in between.
Layer your favorite looks, mark life's meaningful moments, and create lasting reminders of a season you'll never want to forget.
Find the pieces that reflect who you are and where this summer takes you.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold.
Goodbye.
Let's say you did. Let's say you're super intuitive and you're like, and he's a murderer.
Oh, I'm definitely intuitive.
I think we all know that you and I are very intuitive.
I think I just found the Zodiac killer, and he takes the bus near your house.
I just hear Karen down the street yelling, "Citizens arrest!"
There he is. That's the man. So the Vampire of Sacramento is a man named Richard Chase, and he did all of his killings in 1 month, but his whole life led up to that month. He had a terrible abusive mother. By the age of 10, he had the McDonald triad, which is, as we all know, arson, bedwetting, and cruelty to animals.
That's called what?
The McDonald triad.
I didn't know that.
And that's a theory. Now, people,
I know each of those, but
when they are combined, a lot of people look at that, and some people say that is a direct link to serial killers, but actually that's been disproven. What it is a direct link to oftentimes, or more often, I should say, is abuse. Brutal, abusive parents. And that's what Richard Chase had.
What are they? Bedwetting?
Bedwetting, arson, and cruelty to animals.
Fuck, man.
So it's like if you have a proclivity to this, usually it's the bedwetting is the first.
Yeah.
If you're being abused,
uncontrollable,
because it's uncontrollable, and then the rage is arson and cruelty to animals. So it builds if it doesn't stop, or if the kid has.
That hurts me in my heart.
I know, it's terrible. So I was eating lunch with April Richardson, our friend, and telling her about this, and she basically goes, "Oh, this guy had no choice. This guy was going to be a serial killer no matter what." Because all of these things in his early life do add up to it. And when he was in high school, he had girlfriends and stuff, but nothing ever lasted because he couldn't maintain an erection, because it turns out he was only sexually aroused by the killing of animals or the stabbing of people.
Okay, so the killing of animal erection probably started first, obviously. He accidentally got an erection one time while he was killing a mouse. It's the thing with like a foot fetish, where it's like your genitals get rubbed by a foot. It's by a beautiful woman, whatever. And then you associate boners with.
Yeah, it gets imprinted on your brain or whatever. But I think they say with stuff like this is like crossed wires. This is bad wiring.
I'm already seeing someone writing, you associate boners with, the people on the Facebook group have been writing these beautiful quotes, like the hilarious quotes.
Oh yeah, and the calligraphy.
And like with a beach photo in the background. He associates boners with feet.
With feet. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. So of course then gets in, it's the 70s when he's a teenager and older. So he's super into acid, and, then he starts, and they're never really sure if it's drug-induced psychosis or if it's paranoid schizophrenia. Later on, they're like, he definitely had paranoid schizophrenia, but if you do enough LSD, you can actually
trigger.
Yeah.
If you were going to have schizophrenia 50-50 and you do a bunch of drugs, it's going to happen more likely, right?
I don't know about that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe somebody on Facebook. What if we just keep doing that? So maybe someone else can be a part of this research. But they were talking about drug-induced psychosis is basically a parallel thing. And it would happen at the same time because people who are starting to experience paranoid schizophrenia would try to self-medicate. If they weren't on medicine, then they would drink, they would get high on pot, and they would do acid. And this was the 70s where like nobody thought it was that bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
So to kind of quickly synopsize, he basically, he started going to the doctor all the time and telling the doctor that somebody stole his pulmonary artery because his heart was stopping.
Oh no.
Yeah. And that also his cranial bones were moving around and coming out of the back of his head. And he ended up shaving his head because he was so positive that this was happening.
What a terrifying thing to be sure of.
Yes. And if you're having that organically in your brain, but then you're doing acid.
Oh, dude.
I mean, horrible.
Not like Karen and I have ever done acid multiple times, but
no, not in the least.
It does that.
I just stared at my friend's hand until it was my hand.
Because it's fucking fat. It's the most fascinating thing you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, it's crazy. But that I did it one time and I was like, I'm never doing that again.
No, you should. It's just chemicals. Don't do that.
Don't do it. It's not good. Anyway, he also was sure that his blood was turning to powder.
Oh.
So he had a lot of medical issues that he was bringing to the doctors a lot of the time. The doctors pretty sure that he was, because that's actually the age in men, like late teens is when the signs of schizophrenia start showing. So he was kind of going through that. He started accusing his mom of poisoning him. And so his father got him an apartment and moved him out of the house. Wow. Basically said, you can't be here anymore.
Go be alone. Do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, exactly. So he was alone, and it turned out he gave himself blood poisoning because, and this is where things are going to become a serious bummer. So
let's do it.
He was injecting himself with rabbit blood. He was injecting rabbit blood into his own veins. These were all ways he thought he was going to help his powdery blood or his skull bones moving around or whatever the fuck thing he thought was wrong with him. So they don't know how, if he was buying rabbits or catching them or whatever, but he was drinking rabbit blood, mutilating rabbits, and then he started injecting the blood into his. Oh my
Lord.
So he involuntarily was committed to a psychiatric hospital. And I
want to go to psychiatric high school.
Everyone just keeps asking you how you are all the time. So now here's the weird thing though. Not that there are very many psychiatric hospitals around anymore, but at this place, the staff was scared of him. That's how fucking freaky this guy was. And at one point, they told a story of the nurse going into his room and there was blood all over his face. And she was like, what's going on? And he said, oh, no, I just cut myself. But it turned out they found some dead birds on the outside his window. He had been catching birds and drinking their blood.
What the scary fuck?
Yeah. So they started calling him Dracula and they were all freaked out. Well, the doctors.
What if he legit had like power? No, I don't believe in that. How,
he was Lestat?
Mind melt. He was Lestat.
I feel like you'd hold out for human blood, wouldn't you? Bird blood?
No, you get whatever you can get.
Bird blood, though.
I mean, it's pure, man.
They're so dirty. So they get him on, they balance him out on psychotropic drugs, right? And they finally, after a year, are like, you're free. You're not going to be a danger to yourself or others. See you later.
Yeah.
And they release him from the hospital. His mother, upon his parents, I think the word they used in the article was recognizance. I don't think that's the correct word, but it's basically under their supervision. His mother immediately weans him off the medicine because she's a smart lady. So, she gets him off the medicine, gets him his own apartment again. Now this time
and she's the person who abused him to begin with.
Yeah. She's not smart. She's probably a bit crazy herself.
She cares little about his well-being.
Yeah,
clearly.
She's probably just wants him to get away from her. And this was also the person that was like, did I say that part already where he was accusing her of poisoning him?
Right.
So he's just like, she knows she's in danger.
Yeah.
The idea of her weaning him off the medicine though, God knows what that was about. But
I can kind of imagine, and it's idiotic.
It's frightening. So he's out on his own again. So he ends up sharing an apartment with 3 roommates. And he is so fucking weird that they demand he moves out. So apparently he was drunk, high, and on acid all the time. He would do stuff like nail himself into his own room and accuse them of like trying to get into his room and invade him and all this stuff. So finally and he also was always naked or would just walk through the room naked.
What's wrong with that?
So no one could have anybody over.
Yeah.
So finally they're like, you have to move out. And he refused. So everybody else moved out.
Fuck.
That's how creepy he was.
Okay.
So he's in this house by himself. And that's when he went into full vampire mode. So he started, they don't know, buying, catching, whatever, but he was constantly getting animals, mutilating them, drinking their blood. He had a thing he would do where he'd put the animal blood in a blender with some Coke and blend it up and drink it. And
soda? Like Coke soda?
Yes. Coca-Cola.
No.
Yeah, like a little smoothie. Pre-Jamba Juice. This was late 70s.
Clearly.
So
otherwise he would have been fine.
He would have been a millionaire. Yeah. And so these were all the ways he thought it was going to keep his heart from shrinking, which was his main fear at this point.
I mean, to be honest, blood is good for you. Like eating blood you get a lot of iron.
Iron, yeah. If you have iron poor blood, but it's not going to help your cranial bones from moving out of the back of your head.
You're a pregnant woman. Fine. If you're psychopathic fucking.
And if you are a pregnant woman, you feel like you might have iron poor blood. Instead of mutilating a rabbit, you can just have a Guinness. Drink one Guinness and you're done.
Or have chew an iron tablet.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Don't drink blood.
Or iron a bunch of shirts.
Go on. I've never heard of this one, so I'm fascinated. Go on.
Oh, okay. So, So the killings begin on December 29th, 1977. And right the month before the killings start, he is found, there's a place called Pyramid Lake that's kind of by Lake Tahoe. And it's this weird kind of salty lake. And it has these weird rock formations that are pyramid shaped. And apparently this guy drives out there and there's just Richard Chase standing out there naked, covered in blood. And they're like, what the fuck? So they call the sheriff or whoever, and they find Richard's truck has a bucket of blood in it and the whole inside is covered in blood.
Ew.
So they arrest him, but then they test the blood and they find out it's just cow's blood. So they let him go.
Goodbye.
No charges. Because apparently you're allowed to just cover yourself in cow blood if you so choose. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, and just be standing. Imagine if you were like, let's go out to Pyramid Lake and take some pictures. What a gorgeous day. And you get out there and apparently he was like 5'11" and weighed 145 pounds.
Oh, so he's like emaciated and
he's
creepy.
A ghoul. He looks like a ghoul.
Or what if I was like, Karen, do you want to go out to the Pyramid Lake and put our cow blood all over ourselves?
And I'd be like, yeah. And then we'd be like, oh my God, Richard, what are you doing here? I knew it was meant to be. So a month later, he was basically walking around and driving around his neighborhood and he just starts shooting people. So he does a drive-by and he ends up killing 51-year-old Ambrose Griffin, who was out in his driveway. He was helping his wife bring groceries into the house.
No.
She thought he dropped and she thought he had a massive heart attack.
Yeah.
Because it was such a strange thing.
Yeah.
And then she only found out when he got to the hospital and was pronounced dead that he had actually been shot twice.
No.
Later
Ambrose.
I know. And he, later and he was a father of two. It's very sad. Later that day, a 12-year-old boy riding his bike reports to the police that a guy drove by in a brown Trans Am and shot at him and missed.
Jesus.
So he's wilding. Richard is doing some crazy shit.
He's wilding.
Okay,
again,
so
you won't get professionalism like this in any other podcast.
That's right. Where we're just like, whoa.
Oh my God, dude.
Okay, so then January 23rd, about a month later, and this one's rough. It's a bummer. So this is where it turned for me, where I was like, look how weird this guy is with eating rabbits and drinking their blood.
Right.
But that, of course, just was the beginning for him to go on and do that to people. So if you didn't like the rabbit part, you're really not going to like this part.
Everyone liked the rabbit part.
Everyone who doesn't love a good rabbit killing. So this is the part that's a super bummer. What he would do was just walk around a neighborhood and try doors. So, yeah. And he told the FBI agent who interviewed him after he was arrested from jail that he would walk around, and then if a door was locked, he interpreted that as that he was not welcome, and he would move along. But then if he would get to a door that was open, he would go into the house and just see what would happen. So there's a story of him as he, on this same day, was trying doors, and he walked up. A woman tells a story of seeing this young man who looked super crazy and creepy walk up and try her back patio door, and it's locked, and she's watching him do it. He walks over to the window and tries it. It's locked. And then he walks to her front door, and she walks up to the front door like, what the fuck are you doing? He just stares at her and then walks away.
That is if I saw someone trying my back door and my window,
Shit a brick.
I would scream.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
It's horrifying. So then he went on his way. I'm pretty sure she called the cops because obviously she told that story.
Yeah.
But he went on, and the next house he found, the front door was open.
Oh no, lock your doors, guys.
Yeah, always. So he goes in, and a pregnant 22-year-old woman named Teresa Wallen.
Teresa, run.
Her body was found disemboweled, drained of blood, and there was a yogurt cup sitting next to it that had been filled as if he was drinking out of it. And she was raped and mutilated, and her organs had been taken out of her body.
What a sick fuck.
Yeah, it was super crazy, like Jack the Ripper style insanity.
Wow.
And the worst part is that her husband came home from work, and their dog was on the front porch. And the lights were out, but the stereo was on. So he goes in like, what the hell's going on? And he thinks, it didn't say. Probably the Doors. That's what I'm picturing.
Probably.
Something hideous. He thinks there's oil in the front room. Like he doesn't understand what's happening. And then he finds his wife's body. It's horrifying.
How fucked is he for the rest of his fucking life?
It's over. It's over. It makes me think of like the end of the Zodiac. Remember the movie, The Zodiac, when they interview the guy
in the airport,
yes,
who had been in the car with the girl who got shot.
Yeah, that actor is a great actor.
Who is that?
His name's Jimmy. I can't remember his last name, but the girl from Heavenly Creatures, it was Kate Winslet, and then the girl with the brown hair.
I'd heard that he was someone before, so that reminds me.
He's a great actor, and he was on all of this.
Whatever
is meaningless. I can't say the right names. And before the cops later found that he had put a bullet in her mailbox as he was walking up to that door.
That was significant to him. Yeah. Somehow.
In his crazy fucking.
I mean, the idea of seeing that gore and guts and blood and being not affected enough to stick around and keep doing it.
Yeah.
There's got to be some crazy, like, dissociative shit going on.
Yeah, he's out. He's gone.
Like, most people see someone get cut and see blood and are like, I can't deal with this. Or like a broken bone. Or like, I can't deal with most of us.
Yes. Can't handle it. But he's not even, it's like that thing of like, sociopaths don't have like consciences, empathy, but he's psychotic. Like he's not there.
Yeah.
So he leaves that house, and apparently he had gone into another house. The cops find out later. He'd gone into another house and had gone in because the door was open, and had ransacked it and peed into a drawer of freshly laundered baby clothes, and then defecated on the little boy's bed, on their child's bed. They walk in. He runs out the back door. The husband chases him, and he can't catch up to them. So that was just like a fucking near miss that they weren't in the house.
Is a hero.
They were just coming home. Yeah. Thank God no one was there. Yeah. And same day as he did that murder. So he was just walking around doing what he wanted and doing bad
like he
things.
Wasn't even aware of it, that he needed to go hide. Like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. No, not at all. Like he knew once the guy was chasing him, but no, he didn't. He was walking around with like bloody clothes and didn't try to hide it.
That's not mentally competent to stand trial, if I've ever heard it.
Yeah, no, he's out of his mind. Yeah. He was totally fried. So once this murder and this horrible scene is found, they call the FBI in, and the FBI makes a profile, and it's like young, unemployed, mentally ill, and it's like they undernourished. Right. Like they had
has been in lockup before. Like they know specific shit.
Yes, the way the FBI does. So then the next murder is 36-year-old, and this one's rough, Evelyn Maroff. and her 6-year-old son and his friend Daniel.
No.
And now the good news is that in my mind, they were all shot. So he didn't torture them or make them suffer.
Yeah.
But
I see
but they
what you're
suffered.
saying. I totally see what you're saying.
I mean, as compared to some hideous ones that we talk about.
Oy vey.
I
How many
know.
times have I said oy vey and Jesus? This whole, like, I can't stop saying that.
Because this is hideous. But it's basically, she was upstairs taking a bath while her friend Daniel, who was 51, was in the house, like watching the kids while she was up there. He shoots that guy. He goes upstairs and shoots her in the bathtub, mutilates her, rapes her body, eviscerates her, does weird shit with her entrails, all that creepy stuff. Then the little kids each just got shot in the head. And then there was a baby that when the cops got there, they found a pillow with a bullet hole through it. The playpen had blood in it and the baby was missing. So, yeah. So now the cops and FBI and everybody are like, we've got like a serious serial kill. I mean, obviously they already knew that, but this one you can go online and read the details, but the details are just a bummer. And it's just more of what I'm saying. It's awful. It's really awful. Yeah. But here's what I kind of find fascinating. And this is I think this is the part I freaked myself out on is, so they get a call, the cops get a call from a girl. I'll find her name here. Her name is Nancy Holden. And Nancy Holden tells the cops on the same day as all this other shit happened, she was in the Town and Country Shopping Center, which I know where it is.
Shut up.
In Sacramento.
That's so exciting.
Off Watt Avenue. It's this area and it's like, Sacramento's just this big, I've said it before, but it's just like this big, wide spread out. It's like all these suburbs smashed together.
And shopping centers and stuff.
Shopping centers and Shell stations and Taco Bells. That's all I remember.
So culture everywhere.
Just culture as far as I can see. It's like New York, but flat. So they're in the Town and Country Shopping Center, which is one of those full-on 70s, like a shopping center that looks kind of Adobe-ish.
Like
and there's
light
a lot
wood.
Yes, light wood. There's a lot of ivy.
Dude, I'm from Irvine, like in Orange County. That's
you know it.
all
a lot
was.
of archway, walkway type of thing.
Yeah.
All the signs for the stores have the same.
Right.
It's like wood-cut signs.
Yes, with there were like dark wood and white paint.
Yes.
Oh my,
yes.
Irvine.
That's Town and Country Shopping Center.
Jesus.
So this girl, Nancy Holden, is in a store and this freaky guy walks up to her and says, "Were you on the motorcycle when Kurt was killed?" And 10 years before, her boyfriend Kurt was killed in a motorcycle accident in high school.
Holy shit.
And so she's looking at this person and she goes, "Who are you?" And he's like, "It's me, Rick Chase." And then she's like, she remembers Richard Chase from high school as being this like studious, cute guy. And now she's looking at this fucking, again, ghoul. And he's wearing a sweatshirt with blood on the front of it.
What?
And I think barefoot is what she said. But apparently he's trying to talk to her and she's just standing there like getting the worst vibes from this guy. So at one point he turns around and buys something and she just gets the fuck out of the store.
Good for her.
He follows her out because he wants to get a ride from her and he's still trying to talk to her. She gets in her car, locks the door and drives away, like peels out.
This girl's smart.
She's super fucking smart. And then she calls the cops and says, "Here's the experience I just had. The guy's name's Richard Chase." And that's what leads the cops to his apartment. When the cops get to his apartment, they stake it out for a little while. They go up and knock. They know they can tell he's in there. He won't come out. So they just go back and sit in their car and watch. Finally, after hours, he comes out holding a box. He's got that same bloody sweatshirt on. He's got no shoes on, bloody feet.
The baby's in the box?
They arrest him. No, there's weird random shit. And I think the gun was in the box.
Okay.
But they go into this apartment and it is covered in blood. The walls, the ceiling, it's putrid. Like the smell was apparently horrible. He's got 3 blenders going, like not going, but 3 blenders with all of his crazy shit on the counter. And they said it was a horror show inside. Inside the refrigerator, there's body parts. It's like Dahmer style, pre-Dahmer.
What a sick fuck.
Crazed. And it was basically this person who's in full psychosis left alone to just go as crazy as he needs to go.
Schizophrenia doesn't necessarily mean you're going to go fucking murder.
No.
It doesn't even, no, I don't even necessarily, it doesn't mean that's going to happen. That this person, that was his predilection, is to fucking go after it.
This is like the perfect storm of an abusive childhood, paranoid schizophrenia, untreated drug use,
Acid, man.
worse. He went down the worst possible road and then drove himself 20 times further down that road.
Did they find that he had killed anyone before this murder spree, or was this it?
No, but there were stories of him like walking through people's backyards.
Okay.
There were lots of the creepy story of, I saw that guy, he tried my door, or just somebody, like there was one of just him standing in someone's backyard lighting a cigarette. Like the creepy factor is all in there. So of course he goes to trial. And ultimately, I didn't really write down the details because I just started getting so bummed out about this.
It doesn't matter. But you're talking about the murders.
Right. But here's what I like: that the FBI agent that created the profile of him went afterwards and interviewed him at San Quentin.
Love this.
And he explained that it wasn't his fault because Nazis and UFOs were trying to kill him, and he needed to kill, and he needed to drink the blood, and he needed to eat the organs and do all this stuff to stay alive himself.
He's so mentally ill.
And then in one of the articles I read, there was two different kind of versions of the story, but I love this version. Then after explaining all of this, which is just batshit psycho bullshit, he reaches into his pockets and pulls out a whole bunch of macaroni and cheese and gives it to the FBI agent and goes, "They're trying to poison me. I need you to go test this."
Oh my God.
And so apparently the story at jail was that the guards and everybody said that all the other inmates were so freaked out by him that they were constantly telling him to kill himself. And so in 1980, he had stockpiled all the antidepressants he was supposed to be taking, and he just took them all one night and killed himself.
Fair enough, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that he did that.
But most important question, was the macaroni and cheese spiked?
It was totally poisoned by alien Nazi blood and a little rabbit.
I ate macaroni and cheese today. Do you think that it was
shit? Be careful. How do you feel? Crazy?
No, like I love macaroni and cheese.
I love Nancy Holden. She is the key element in the Town and Country Shopping Center.
She's the one. Yeah, no, we had the Woodbridge Village Shopping Center.
It's a bad
Karen,
one.
how are we gonna rid you of this? I feel like you need a palate cleanser.
I feel like I should start drinking again tonight after 25 years. Don't you think that's the key?
Yeah, but not on my watch, man.
Yeah, just watch me drink 4 beers.
No, it's literally on my watch because I'm watching you.
I demand that you watch me drink 29 beers because I can do it. I just want to prove to you I can do it.
And then you turn into him. and that's the night.
Also, and I'm sure everybody's seen it, but the pictures of him, there's part of me, and this is the sick part of me, where you look at pictures of him and go, he could have been so cute.
It's kind of hot.
It's kind of like Nancy Holden being like, this guy, he was cute in high school.
Well, he is a kitty.
And now he's super scary.
Yeah. But it's kind of sexy.
I mean, blood on the ceiling, blood on the walls.
Blood on the ceiling, blood on the walls. There's a song here. Okay. I thought of something. We're going to start doing live shows.
Yes.
Every month.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do the theme song live every time we do a live show?
You know what's funny? I think I can, but I made that up just in the excitement of you and me recording that first podcast. I went home and just like started playing that. I would have to really take some time to figure out what I was playing.
How about it can be different? You can just fucking freelance and do whatever the fuck you want every time.
Okay.
That's awful.
It's pretty terrible.
It's not charming like finding a woman dead, the skeleton in a witch elm.
It is not. And I apologize for that.
No, I feel so bad for you. Like,
I've been wanting to talk about him for so long. And then once I got into it, I was like, oh, that's right. I don't like this at all.
I didn't know that one. I was going to do, is it Richard Fish?
Albert
Fish.
Yes. That guy's.
Google his photo.
Can I tell you this? I was one of the articles, or it was like a Reddit page where someone was talking about Richard Chase. And then someone else got in there and goes, I mean, he's all right, but he's not as weird as Albert Fish.
He's no Albert Fish.
And somebody else goes, yeah, I think when you kill people because you think your blood's turning to powder, it's pretty fucking weird.
No, I think it's almost like, is he worse because he didn't have a choice, it feels like? Or is it, like Albert Fish chose and took pleasure and enjoyed killing people.
And knew what he was doing.
And manipulated people.
Yes.
Like.
And tortured people afterwards.
Right.
Follow up letters.
It was manipulated. And so, but But the vampire, it's almost like, it was one day of murder.
Couple days
of
but
murder.
The one big one. Yes.
Right. You were saying it was like a month that he had.
But yeah, you're right. Like Richard Chase is the example of if this happened in the 1500s, they'd be like, it's the devil.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
Because he would have the crazy eyes, and the way Nancy Holden described him was like super creepy. Where she,
Yeah.
And also, can you just imagine somebody walking up to you or like, hey, did you do that? And like blood on the sweatshirt. Like,
well, I used to work in a shop in basically that shopping center, and the thought of alone all the time. And you think you're safe because you're at work, and then some fucking dude who was like a hot senior when you were in high school comes in with blood,
who's rabbit blood ravaged. Yeah, just don't
sad.
Let those, you know what? Let the hair on the back of your neck dictate what you do, not politeness.
Yeah, I agree. That woman was not polite, and she didn't stick around because her job depended on it. She got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, she didn't give him a ride because she was trying to be nice and didn't want him to be mad and all that weird bullshit that people do. She just was like, bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, Richard.
Tell us your favorite weird murder at our Facebook page, My Favorite Murder group.
And if you know other details, like
anything
about that, we want to hear it.
Tell us.
Anything.
You can email us at myfavoritemurder@gmail.com, and we're at myfavemurder on Twitter.
Yes.
Should we read? I think we should. Well, we're doing mini episodes now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So let's,
because we get so many emails, and we want everybody to have their story be heard.
Yeah, you guys deserve it.
A lot.
I think we're good time wise.
Oh, okay.
Let's do a mini episode, but first, Silkwood shower.
Say what?
Silkwood shower. Because my Lord, that was depressing.
It was rough.
Let's end. This is another episode that needs to be ended on a positive note.
Yeah, good idea.
Elvis.
I wish you could see Georgia walking around her apartment like Cher with the.
I don't need it. Do you want a cookie?
That's a yes.
That is a yes. Do you guys want a cookie? Then
yeah, you do.
Be our friend.
Yay.
Thanks for listening.
Okay, bye.
If audiobooks are your thing, or if you've been meaning to listen to more of them, you should check out a podcast called Earsay, the Audible and iHeart Audiobook Club, hosted by Cal Penn.
Each episode spotlights standout audiobooks on Audible across all kinds of genres: sci-fi, comedy, romance, thrillers, and more, with Cal talking to guests who help break down what makes each story worth listening to.
It's a fun, easy way to discover your next great audiobook.
Check out Earsay on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Goodbye.
The best time to think about home security is before you need it.
That's exactly why there's Simply Safe.
Traditional home security only alerts you after a break-in has already happened, and that's too late. Simply Safe is changing that.
Simply Safe's U.S.-based live agents identify threats on your property and help deter them so intruders never get to your house.
The system is customizable so you can build one that fits your home and your specific needs.
The 24/7 professional monitoring is effective and affordable and won't lock you into a long-term contract.
I think that's what's so scary for so many people is that long-term contract. And like, whatever turns out you don't like it or need it, but they don't have that because they know you'll like it and you'll know that you need it and feel so much safer when you have it. Like at this point in my life, I would never go without a security system on my house. I just feel safer with actually having Simply Safe around.
There's a whole staff at Simply Safe that's waiting to talk to you and help you out. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplysafe.com/MFM.
That's half off at simplysafe.com/MFM.
There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Goodbye.
Vacation planning should feel like a breeze, not a deep dive into countless travel sites searching for the best deal.
With Cheap Caribbean's Budget Beach Finder, you can search every destination and every date all in one search.
You'll save time and money with the Budget Beach Finder.
Say goodbye to endless scrolling and tab hopping, and hello to Budget Beach Bliss at your fingertips.
Go to cheapcaribbean.com to try out the Budget Beach Finder and see just how stress-free vacation planning should be.
Goodbye.